Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you with another episode, Coffee with Coach. Hope you're up, doing well. Got the mind in the right place. If not, as always, let's put it in the right place. So today I got a cool little story that I just stumbled upon this morning. Okay, a lot of the times I share things with you. I've already listened to it for a couple days, and then I pick certain things to share with you. But today, again, just the way my YouTube algorithm works, because I listen to so much positive motivational stuff. It keeps sending me new stuff my way. So I love how that works. You know, it's just the way it works. If you listen to negative stuff, whatever you're listening to on a regular basis, YouTube will send you more of that, right? So going through the routine this morning, and this video, it's a new one, okay? It has Andy Frisella in it, so I've shared a lot of his content with you guys. So I clicked on it to see what it was about. So the title of the video, if you want to check it out, is Outside Perspective, number 129, Andy Frisella, Leadership 75 Hard and Embracing the Dark Side. Okay, so that's what got me to click on the video. So this is a new channel. The channel is Outside Perspective. That's the YouTube channel. So you would put in Outside Perspective, and then you would go to that channel, and then you would be looking for Andy Frisella, Leadership 75 Hard. So I haven't listened to the whole video, okay? This is 55 minutes long, okay? So I didn't even get that far. All I got was into the first, I don't know. It's probably the first 10 minutes or so into this video. And Andy Frisella is being interviewed by this guy. I don't even know his name. Whatever, I'll get to that later. But he's being interviewed, right? And this guy that's interviewing him, he's telling him, he goes, man, when I met you many years ago, you shared this story with me about the Chinese bamboo tree. And he goes, man, that stuck with me, and it just helped me so much. And I was like, okay, what's the Chinese bamboo tree? Like, I know what a bamboo tree is, but I don't really know much about it, right? And there's a bunch of different, kinds of bamboo trees. But in this video, he actually said Japanese bamboo tree. And then when Andy started speaking, he corrected him. He's like, well, actually, it's the Chinese bamboo tree. So you got to be specific. So he gets into this story about the Chinese bamboo tree. And I was like, well, let me. So I go to Google or YouTube more videos like Chinese bamboo tree. There really wasn't much, but there was some good stuff on there on how this thing actually grows and what it takes for it to grow. And so it relates a lot to anything in life and business or whatever that you are trying to get to, okay? Any goal or anything that you're trying to do, you're not going to see results right away. So the way the bamboo tree works, this Chinese bamboo tree, okay, it takes 5 years before you see any sprout. Anything. There is nothing you're going to see for 5 years. And for 5 full years, you have to water, cultivate the soil. Okay, you got to water it every single day, cultivate the soil every day, give it nutrients and vitamins that it needs every single day for 5 years. And if you miss any of those days for 5 years, the tree will die. Okay, and after 5 years, you'll start to see it sprout, okay? It'll start to come out of the ground. And within 6 weeks, okay, and I've read on it and I've looked it up, and so it's all seems to be the same information, fact-wise. 6 weeks, it grows up to 90 feet tall, okay? And that's just amazing. Like 90 feet tall, I mean, that's huge. And within 6 weeks, and so I clicked on another video, and it's like a motivational video where a guy's struggling through life. He's having a hard time. He's down and out, and he goes and speaks to a mentor, and the mentor talks about this Chinese bamboo tree. And he asked the guy, that came to see him, well, how long does it take for this thing to grow? And he said, well, 6 weeks. And he goes, no, you're wrong. It's not 6 weeks. It's been growing for 5 years. It's been developing roots underground, a network of roots, strong roots, for 5 years. And after that 5 years, that's when you actually get to see some of those things happen. And because it's been building up underneath, you get frustrated, you get tired, One of the other stories that I watched on the YouTube channel was the guy was going out every day, watering, cultivating that same spot. People in the village were, asking him, "Hey, what are you doing?" "Well, I'm growing a Chinese bamboo tree." And for 5 years, this guy's going out there every single day, and the people in the village aren't seeing anything. So they start to make fun of him. They start to laugh at him. They're talking about him, whispers in the village, like, "Man, this guy's crazy. He goes out there every single day to water this spot, this piece of dirt that nothing's growing." Okay, and they show in this video where the guy, like, I don't know, I think after the third year, he's kind of crying, hoping, praying, like, like, what's going on? Something happened. Like, show me something to continue giving me the, motivation to keep coming out here every day to water this thing. And still nothing happens. But he was gonna give up and not water it anymore. But since it became a habit for 3 years, he just continued to do it. And he's like, "Well, I've been doing it this long, I might as well just keep doing it." Then the 5th year hit, he goes out there, he waters it, and then he sees it sprouting out of the ground, and he goes screaming, yelling. He's all super ecstatic, happy. People in the village are like, "What's going on, man? This guy's nuts." They go out to the spot there and they see this thing growing, and then within 6 weeks it grows 90 feet tall, and they're like, now everyone's trying to grow their own bamboo tree. They're trying to plant the seed and water it, but they have 5 years to do that. And so it is a great way to put things in perspective, a metaphor to understand how whatever it is that you're trying to go after works. Okay, I mean, I can put my own thing in perspective. I'm 13 years into my business with ALVAREZ'S Jiu-Jitsu. I started in the garage with 4 people. Okay, I cleared out my garage. So many people that have Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu academies that I know have stories like this. So my story isn't unique. It's just I'm one of those guys that started that way, with a handful of people, with cheap carpet foam underneath some cheap puzzle mats that are duct taped together. And we're doing hip escapes and break falls, and we're grappling inside of a 2-car garage at my home. And now, we have, a 15,000 square foot facility. The mat space is 4,700 square feet. We have 260 something students. It has just grown tremendously over those years, but those first few years, yeah, it was pretty rough. It was just something that, you just kind of wonder, did I make the right decision? Did I make the right choice to quit General Motors, quit a great paying job, making $30 an hour plus, time and a half, anything over 8 hours, great insurance, seem pretty set for the rest of your life once you get in there. At least that's the mindset was back in the day. And you start to question those things when, things just aren't really looking like you had envisioned in your mind. But I loved it so much. I have such a passion for this martial art that I just continued down that path. And now we are where we are today because of that. So, and I have many other examples. I can use tournaments and whatever else, but I can definitely relate to this story because it's and when they talk about this tree, this bamboo, the Chinese bamboo tree, it is the patience tree. It just equals patience and perseverance. And especially nowadays, and I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of it too. There's things that I want, and I want them today. I want them right now. You go to Amazon, for an example, and you have different shipping options. You can get it for free and it'll get here in a week, or you can pay X amount of dollars, you can get it tomorrow. Okay. It's just the way we are programmed now to just have things like, just instant results. And that's not the way it works. It's anything that is worthwhile to have is definitely going to take time to grow and to develop. And is it this story that I'm sharing that I heard? Are you willing to water it every day? Are you willing to give it the nutrients that it needs to grow every single day for however long it takes to get you where you need to get to? And so this is just a great story, because there is no sign of growth for 5 years with this tree. You have to go out there and water it and give it nutrients. Dirt every single day. You have no idea what's going on underneath there. And if you try to pull it up or look and peek and try to take a sneak peek of what, you'll kill it. Okay, you don't water it every day, you'll kill it. You don't feed it every day, you'll kill it. And that's what your dreams are. That's what your goals are. That's what your life is about. Is you every single day, you got to get up regardless of how hard it gets. You got to get up and just put in that work to make that thing happen. So are you willing to do that? Do you have inside you what it takes to water and feed your goals and dreams and aspirations every single day, regardless of how bad it gets? You know, I use jiu-jitsu as an example again. Jiu-jitsu's tough. You know, I saw some tears on the mat last night from a couple different people. I saw frustrations on people's faces in the 10:30 class and the 7 p.m. class. It is a long road to success and to get to where you want to get to. And the first jerk reaction is to quit. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I'm not built for this. Maybe I'm too old for this. Maybe, you know, I had someone yesterday kind of say the same thing. Like, you know, they have someone trying it out. They didn't even really give it a chance. They gave it 6, 7 classes and they threw in the towel. It's not for them. They're too old. They started too late. The furthest thing from the truth, it's just their mindset is wrong. And they didn't even give it a chance. They watered it for 6, 7 days, 6, 7 classes. That's all they gave it water. And they expect what? You know, dramatic results. They expect to, you know, be great at this thing. It's not the way it works. Again, I've shared this many, many times on these episodes. I've had some of the smartest people, degrees, making good money, like in certain areas of their life, they're really, really good at whatever it is they do. And then they come to jiu-jitsu and they struggle and they can't take it. Their ego, their pride can't handle losing. They can't handle being frustrated because they thought whatever they were good at in the one other area of their life is just going to translate over into the mat area. And that is not the way it works. Jiu-jitsu will show you who you really are as a person. It'll show you and your teammates and the people around you, your true character, because of the second that you want to quit or the second you cry about things and the things get tough, you know, you're just being weak-minded. You're being soft. You can't handle what? Tough times. You can't handle getting tapped. You can't handle being frustrated. So for anyone that thinks that jiu-jitsu is, you know, whatever you're good at, I don't care how smart you are, how many degrees you have, none of that matters when you come out onto the mat and train jiu-jitsu. It just doesn't matter. So, and the same thing goes with the parents. I got parents that, you know, that have brought their kids to jiu-jitsu and they're really good in baseball, really good in basketball, really good in gymnastics, really good in whatever. They're a natural gift at those other things. Then when they come to jiu-jitsu, they're struggling and they look through the screen, you know, watching their kids train and they're on the bottom, they can't escape and they're frustrated and they're like, so they pull them out because, well, maybe my kid, you know, they're just the parents' ego, not the kid's ego. The parents' ego is busted because, hey, little Johnny's a beast over at such and such, you know, he's on the all-star team or he's AAU or he's whatever. And then now they come to jiu-jitsu and he's just a regular Joe because he's got to go through the growing pains just like the rest of the kids, you know. And so I've had those parents that have been with me 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years and their kids turn out and grow and develop into some really good jiu-jitsu practitioners. And you got those ones that quit after a couple months or even after a couple years because they just don't see the network of roots growing inside their kid as fast as they want them to, and so they pull them out. So great story, and I just was really excited to just get this out to you today because, man, it's just the way life works. It really is. It's just how things are. And I guess, you know, for, like I said, in today's society, the way we are built, the way we're programmed, the way we have access to everything, we want things now. And when it comes to our goals and stuff like that, we think we can just hit a button and send it our way, and that's not the way it's going to work. You have to feed it. You have to water it. You have to take care of it every single day. Man, I'll just use my trees in the backyard as an example. So I planted or had someone plant some sago palms last year. I got 7 of them. They cost a lot of money. They're like $250 each. And, of course, the winter storm we just had, like, turned all the fronds like, orange, brown, yellow color. So I had to cut them all off. And then I got 2 other palm trees, like 10-foot palm trees in the back. And all those fronds just turned yellow and brown too. So I had to get a hacksaw, get up there and cut them all off. So in my backyard, you don't see any foliage, no green, no nothing. It's just these stumps. And every day I get up and I water my trees every day. I give them nutrients. I put all kind of fertilizer, like Miracle Grow, like whatever, man. I'm dumping all kind of stuff out there. And every day I wake up and I look to the blinds and there's still nothing there. So I got to be patient. I got to wait and see. I went to the nursery the other day to get a couple other agave plants, and they have those trees there that I have. And so I asked the lady there, hey, do these things grow back, or do I got to go like plant new ones? And she said, no, they'll grow back. They bloom like twice a year. You just got to wait. And I don't want to wait because, I want them to look the way they used to look, like right now, especially because the weather is nice. But I got to be patient. So I'll keep you guys updated on those, on whether or not, I'm doing the right thing by feeding them the right way or watering them the right way or not. Hopefully by May, June-ish, I have my trees looking the way they used to look. So anyways, great story. Check it out. Google it, YouTube it, the Chinese bamboo tree. All right. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a great day. We'll see you.